Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, we need to have a conversation about this Haslab HISS tank. And I'm noticing that the overarching story of what's going on basically boils down to the type of person you are. So there's basically three different types of people. There's the regular consumers, sort of like you and I, who are just like, hey, is this really for me? Does this fit in my collection? Do I have space for it? You know, they're thinking about it on that sort of like macro level, you know, and sometimes even on a micro level, they're thinking about, oh, do I want to get one, maybe two? Do I need to work a little extra overtime to be able to afford two or three? You know, like that, doing that kind of stuff. Then you have the braggers, right? These are the people, including the humble braggers, you know, the people who are like, oh man, I had to mow like a bunch of yards this weekend and I'm mowing lawns for the next 3 weeks so I could afford me like a couple of HISS tanks. Oh man, I'm gonna get me like 5 of them, man. I'm gonna get me a part-time job. You know, we always have to hear about their struggle. Like they're like straight up struggle rappers. Like we always got to hear about how hard they had to work to get these a bunch of HISS tanks. Nobody want to hear about that. Just like, yo, shut up. Nobody want to hear your story. Your lame ass trying to get some validation from the community like it's so hard for you. Oh my God, you had to work so hard to do this, to do that. Pump your brakes. Shut up. And then there's the other ones, the wannabe rappers. Those are the real humblers, you know what I'm saying? Like those struggle rapper too. They're the struggle rappers. They like sitting there talking about, oh, I got 5 gold chains, 4 bitches, 3 HISS tanks. Like, yo, they talk about it like they trying to put out a mixtape or something like that. They sitting around like stunting like, and then they want to talk about all the shit they're gonna do with the HISS tank and all this other stuff. You ain't doing a damn thing, homie. You ain't doing nothing until you get it next year like everybody else. Calm down. Nobody want to see pictures on Instagram about how much space you making for it and everything. Homie, that space gonna be dusty by the time that HISS tank show up. Calm down. I'll work on them a little bit more in a minute. But I want to talk about one particular group that's been like kind of just irking me. And this group is the haters. Yo, like the straight up the pocket watchings. They're always talking about, they always find a reason to be mad about something. Like, yo, these motherfuckers are like, oh, why you need to buy a HISS tank? You know what you could do with $300? You could do this, you could do that. Why you worrying about what another man doing with $300? Why don't you get your life together so you can get $300 to afford this? Like, stop it. Don't be hating on people. Don't be checking people's money. Stop it. Sitting around talking about, oh man, all you're gonna do is put it on a shelf and it's just gonna sit there. You paying $300 for a paperweight. That's all you paying for. So what? If that's what people want to do with their money, let them do that with their money. Shut up. Nobody want to hear your hating ass talk about some other man's property, some other man's money. Calm down. These motherfuckers hating like they hate like it's on their resume. It's like, oh well, what are you good at? Well, I'm fluent in DOS. I'm fluent in Linux. I'm also fluent in HTML and also HATE, because you're a fucking hater. That's all you do. Like, yo, stop sitting around stewing, worrying about what other people are doing with their money. Stop it. Yo, these haters gotta go. I sit around, I listen to some of these channels on YouTube, and I'm just like, I have to unsubscribe to them because they're just full of venom for no good goddamn reason. Sitting there with like thousands of dollars of like toys that you purchased, sitting around talking about, you know, some of these channels. Like, yo, there's a few channels that are cool, but like there's one channel in particular. Yo, my man got like 20 million alley vipers. Like, he got boxes and boxes of alley vipers. My man got like 1.5 million bats. My man got like all the Target exclusive army builders. He got all that stuff, man. He got all of them just lined up, like like hundreds of them. And they're going to sit there and talk about, oh, $300 is too expensive. Dog, make that make sense, homie. Make that make sense. You got like 2 G's worth of action figures sitting around on like these massive, like these massive dioramas you build in around your apartment or basement or wherever you are. Like my man's apartment looks like war games. Like, yo, this shit is crazy. And then my man gonna sit there talking about, yo, $300 is steep. Come on, man. Sell some of them figures and you can get your $300 and shut up. Stop hating. Stop hating. And for like the channels out there, like there are channels out there that like they give you the reason why they're not buying it. And you know, but they give you rational reasons. They say, hey, listen, I want to, instead of doing that, I want to buy like 10 of those Buzz Lightyear jets. That'll come up to like $400 and I can build a fleet. Some people are like, oh, I found alternatives. Here are some alternatives to get if you're not interested in this or it doesn't fit your collection. Those channels I can rock with. These other channels, just stop it. Stop hating. Move on. It's over. The thing's been funded. It's like, it's already on 3rd tier, about to hit 4th tier. Calm down. It's over. Stop hating. Stop hating. And now I want to address the braggers. Now understand, I'm all for a good old-fashioned brag. I've watched professional wrestling all of my life. I love me a good bragger. You know, Ric Flair is the best bragger of all. But you know what? It's within reason. Because he's playing a character. Y'all cats aren't playing characters. Y'all cats are insecure losers. Stop. Like, don't be bragging on people like, yo, oh, get your money up. Why don't you get your money up? Like, you need to get your dollars together so you can afford this HISS tank. Don't be trying to shame people. Stop that. Like, listen, just because nobody loves you and you need constant validation doesn't mean that you need to get on other people. If other people don't like it, they don't like it. If somebody only wants one, they only want one. That's the thing that also that kills me. It's like, if someone buys one, people actually get on them talking about why you only buying one. What, you ain't got no money? Why you only buying one? Yo, seriously? Yo, shut up. Nobody cares about your opinion. Like, stop it. Stop it. Like, yo, these guys gotta go. Like, those channels too, you gotta go. Like, I see people in comments on some of these channels and I'm just like, yo, I want no association to you at all. Like, stop that. Don't be trying to shame people and guilt people into buying more stuff so you can get your next tier. That's all they're trying to do. They're just trying to unlock a tier. They're trying to get the tiers up as much as possible. Hopefully Hasbro may unlock another tier like they did with the Galactus, where they're just throwing another figure or throwing another figure set or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Don't be a dick. Like, seriously, stop this. As for me, like, I'm seriously, at this point, I'm considering backing this, because if you do the math on this, you're getting what, 4 figures? So do the math, $25 a pop basically per figure in G.I. Joe Classified. That's $100 right there. That brings your tank down to $200. And then you add in all the accessories. Let's say the accessories, real talk, add up to like maybe $50. Maybe $50. You know, you got that HISS tank down to $150. I'm starting to think of this right now like it's a Costco run or a BJ's or whatever your big box store is. Like, I'm starting to think of it like that. It's like, yeah, you paying more up front, but you're getting way more in the end. Like, you go to Costco, you buy like 10 cans or whatever, and it costs as much as what you pay for 5 cans at a regular store. So I'm starting to see the value in this right now. I'm seriously sitting down and I'm considering this. You know, they're talking about Cobra Commander is the last tier. I might be all in on this. I might be all in. This might be my first Haslab I ever back, and I'm actually kind of excited about this one. You know, Me personally, I'm in a position finally financially where I could afford something like this. I couldn't afford Unicron. I couldn't afford a lot of other things, and Star Saber didn't really appeal to me. So this might be my first Haslab. I don't know. It just looks really good. So, but yeah, I'm really feeling this. I'm feeling this a lot. Let's see what the official unlock of the final tier, and if they're gonna expand and add an extra tier. Let's see what happens. But yeah, with that, F the haters, F the braggers, the regular consumers, we reign supreme. And with that, please feel free, like, share, comment, subscribe. Be safe, be good, and this is the Drunken Prime, cracking open another beer and signing off.